Hi, this is Reading Tai Chi. We're working on the second section of the Yang style long form. In the last video, what we had worked on has been from spread arms like fan, turn, overhand circle, push, and then we do deflect down, parry, push. From here we do hold the ball, sink forward, and grass the sparrow's tail. Now the grass the sparrow's tail sequence continues just like it did in the first section. Do the push and then the turn to holding the bagua fish, carrying the bagua fish, and through to single whip. And this is where it changes. So the new movement is called cloud hands, and sometimes we call it cloudy hands, but there's lots of different variations of the name. Some people translate it as wave hands like clouds, but the Chinese is yun shou, which just means cloud hands. So from here, from single whip, we step out, and then we rise. Our hands sweep across. They're open, they sweep across till they point behind us, face behind us. And then sink. The hands sweep down. As you rise, drop the right foot, and then sink. Weights on the right leg. Rise on the right leg, we turn to the right. The hands are over each other. They're not touching. It's kind of like a hold the ball, but they continue in motion and sink on the right leg. Hands come, one hand's by the chest, one hand's by the lower abdomen. We step out, rise, and sink. And then rise, turn to the left. Sink on the left leg. Rise, drop the foot, sink on the right leg. Rise on the right leg, turn to the right. Sink. Center yourself, step out, rise, and sink. Then we turn to the left again, sink. And with this, we end up holding the bagua fish again. But in this position, our foot is on the toe, and we step to the diagonal, and then we shift our weight forward, turning in the heel, and then turning in the toes. As we turn in the toes, the right hand traces across the edge of the arm and sink. And then we are right back into single whip. So this movement starts with single whip, ends with single whip. Okay, so let's look at that again. So from single whip, once again the hands sweep across, and then down. You want to keep a nice flow to it. Rise and sink. We also don't want to collapse our hands inward. We want to have like a ward off, and not tension, but be aware of our hands being out. And then rise and sink. The right hand's a little bit behind the left here. Step out, rise, and sink. Rise, turn to the left, sink. Rise, drop the foot, sink. Feet are together. Rise, turn to the right. This hand once again is about forehead high or head high. It's not going to be way up here, and it's not way down there. Sink. Step out, rise, sink, and turn. And once again, on the rise, that's when we drop the foot and sink. Hold the bagua fish. Step out, heel first. Shift your weight forward and sink. Turn. Then turn your toes in. Sink. Rise. Center yourself, single whip. Okay, so I'm going to face the wall so you can follow me. You're not going to be able to see my hands while I'm describing it, and I think you can follow this. So from single whip, we step out, hands sweep across, turning the left foot towards the north. Sink, hands sweep down, keep your head top suspended. Rise, drop the feet. Sink, right hand's on top, left hand's below. Rise, turn to the right. Sink on the right leg, the right hand lowers. Center yourself, step out, rise, and sink on the left leg. Rise, turn to the left, and sink. Rise, drop the right foot, sink on the right leg. Rise, turn to the right, sink on the right leg. Center yourself, step out again, rise, and sink on the left leg. Turn to the left, sink. Now we're going to hold the Bagua fish, sink on the left leg, step to the diagonal, shift your weight forward, turn your heel in, and then turn your waist a little bit, turn the toes in, sink. Rise, drop the left foot, sink, step out, single whip. Okay, so I think that's something you can play the tape back and forth several times and follow that. So the next movement after this is the kicks, and we'll get into that in the next video.